Our next exercise we're gonna put on the board here is treadmill. Treadmills are a great way to be able to get that heart rate up. It's very flexible in what you can do. My clients a lot of times ask me, Kim, is it okay to run? Is running a bad thing? Is that gonna make my legs come down? You can always compensate with what you're doing with cardio with nutrition. So if you're very good with nutrition, you can balance it out so that the muscle gets plenty of nutrients so that it enables to protect that muscle. So if you like running, running is fine. Just make sure you're running on a soft surface. So you want something that's got some give. Don't run out on pavement. Pavement will tend to beat on those joints. That can give you shin splints, that can create problems in your training. So with treadmill, you have a couple of options. You can either do running or you can do walking. Usually when I have my clients do their walking, I have them put it on an incline. The higher the incline, the more glute hamstring stimulation. So we're trying to target those stubborn body fat areas between the glutes and the hamstrings. This kind of gets in there and digs in, starts to burn out those adipose cells that coagulate to form cellulite. And so what we're gonna wanna do is put it on an incline that also gets that heart rate up higher. We don't wanna have to be doing again on a treadmill for 2.5 hours trying to get our calories burned. And then set your pace at that 60 to 70% of your heart rate max. Make sure you're burning those calories. Walking is less abrasive to the joints than running, obviously. Do I recommend running every day? Probably not. You want to give your legs a rest. So maybe alternate. Go back and forth between running. You can do power walking. Again, make sure that you're not leaning on the weight and transporting the weight off of your body and onto the machine. Make your body do the work.